Hello, Silver Chest Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play I Am Setsuna with me, BlueAnkylo. So we're currently going back through some old areas, looking for silver chests, the locked ones. I don't think there's one here, but I wanted to double check. This is the guy that always talked about weird time-space mumble-jumbo. Spatial distortions, blah blah blah, yeah. Same thing every time. But yeah, so we're going back to the old areas looking for some loot. I did, between episodes, take a minute to double check if the silver chest weapons were in fact the best weapons in the game. It's actually not as clear-cut as that. The answer is sort of mostly. As far as I can see, who's got one? The Amadeus, for instance, it might not have exactly the best base stats in the game, but it's very close. In fact, there should be 2 or 3 in this tier, approximately, that sort of change the numbers around a little bit. So this might be a little bit lower magical attack or higher physical attack or something than a different one from the end of the game. But the point is, if I want to invest Orichalcum into these, that's totally fine. It's no big deal at all. Some people aren't going to, like, this is one of the ones for sure. So, like, the stats on the Iokin sword, if you put enough Damascus in, or if you put enough Orichalcum in it, it will always be better than whatever weapon you can get. So, like, it's, you know, you can make any weapon you want into the best weapon in the game, if that's your plan. But, as far as base stats go, these ones in the silver chest start about as good as it gets, give or take a little bit. And in fact, from what I read, it's actually more important to worry about these special effects. So the way I planned out Nider with his alchemical boost is kind of how you're supposed to do it. He might have swords with better stats or different buffs, but if this is what I want, this is the one I should keep and upgrade. Unfortunately, it's very expensive. I think that's it. So yeah, I would like to get all of the silver chest weapons at least, and at least use them or see their buffs. Even if they're not exactly the best in the game, they're going to be very close. So let's head through this area. I think we'll head towards Tenderville first. I don't think I have any reason to kill the whatever these things, the fluffy things. The muffies, sorry. I don't have the water shadow kills here, but I've got them all on the Sherbeti. And unless there's something on this list that I needed, like, at some point I'm going to have to go through my list of unpurchased Spritnite and try to figure out exactly what items I need to backtrack for. It's going to be a bit of a pain, unfortunately. And that's just like the command Spritnite that I want to get. As far as getting all the support Spritnite, I don't think it's ever going to happen. Like, I'm never going to have a perfect collection of all Spritnite in the game, because it's just going to take a ton of item farming, drop farming. But I do think I should be able to get all the commands without too much trouble. Oh, look, a Hoot Hoot! Alright, I'd really like to get this debuff kill on him. I've never done that. So if... I don't even know for sure if it works, but if... Please don't run away. Did he just run away? I didn't even get a turn! In the time it took me to select Julian and hit the combo, he already flew away. I feel like I'm not getting those debuff kills anymore. Maybe it only gets the buff kill if you don't do enough damage to one-shot it. Because, like, in the Ithiv runes, I was getting those all the time. I guess that might be how it works. That's fine. The other thing is, I did get the fire. I remember coming back here to fight the fluffies, or whatever they're called, and I couldn't get the fire kill on them because they were immune to fire, but you can get them with the fire ice combo, and I know a future version of those bunnies is actually not immune to fire anyway, so you can just kill those ones if you don't want to do the combos. So I didn't find the blue chest in there. I guess I should talk to people. I get the feeling these people might not have got the news that they were originally Monster Chow. Yeah, that guy says the same thing he said before. I remember that. I just can't. I can't not pick those things up off the ground. Let's all go on a picnic. I think she's remembering before the winter. I haven't seen any rainbow lakes. I assume at some point it wasn't perpetual winter and there was actually lakes and stuff that you could go to and swim in. Hey, good for you, kid. Good for you. Well, now that you're not trading people for monsters, now you're not trading people for protection money, you might want to up the guard. I can't imagine that this setup is going to work anymore. These people who are just lazing around, like, you know, the gig's up. It's either get eaten by monsters or go back to work. Seems like the kids, the cheerful girls, always notice the airship. Heads in the sky. Oh, just the merchant. I will need to buy some higher powered ethers eventually. Oh yeah. This was the power boost one. I just never added it in. I didn't actually get anything off camera, guys. Don't worry. Where's my special items? Quiet mother. Really? Avalo comes here every day? Even though this was his sacrifice town? Oh. Well, that's the spirit, I guess. The chin up and all that. Where is that? It must be in here. This is like the only place I missed. Yeah, there's always a silver chest. More orichalcum, very nice. I do think my rule of 1 silver chest per area will hold. I came up with that rule whilst playing the game the first time. The first time we went through all these areas. And I don't think I ever witnessed it not work. So if I missed the one in My Slay Woods, it's just because I didn't go through that middle area on the bridges. Can't remember. I think it might be straight left here. No. That's just a carrot. To the right? Ha! Okay, so that's a sprint knight. That's the first time I think we found one like that. So I just want to see what it does. Faded memory. Filling the ATB gauge when the momentum mode is used. Now, I don't know how that compares to my, what's it called? The commanding wave? That just interferes with the flow of time. You just get more turns, faster ATB. This one says, when you use momentum, which we use a lot, it fills the ATB gauge. Does it max it? Or, like, that might be really good. Because it's in a silver chest, I'm going to assume it's probably good. But I will need to do some testing, and I'm not even sure. I don't know if it's like a good thing or a bad thing yet. I could see it either way, but there is just a ridiculous amount of Sprint Knight in this game. Like, to the point that it's very difficult to keep track of it all. You know, like, it's good to have lots of options, but there's kind of a... Like, have you ever been to a restaurant and looked at the menu and it's like a book, and there's like, I don't know, like a couple hundred different things you could order. You get, like, decision paralysis. That's going to be a Sprint Knight Owl, isn't it? I'm pretty sure this is a real thing. You get, like... You get to the point where you can't make a decision because there's simply too many choices. And you usually notice something like that at a restaurant with a huge menu. But, like, that happens with a lot of things in life. I kind of feel like I Am Setsuna is approaching that with Sprint Knight. There are just so many support Sprint Knights and command Sprint. Like, there's just... You have so many choices for what you want to equip. I probably can't get the back attack now that he actually saw me. I don't know. Gonna kill us all before we get a move. So, how much HP? Well, that's not much. I did just save it. We got the first hit. Ran away. Okay, so this is like, remember the Sprint Knight roly-poly? He had kind of a gimmick where he was very difficult to hit. And he didn't really attack. He just always had great evasion. I was able to kill him because eventually you'd hit him. This one is perhaps similar, but he runs away. And he's really good at detecting you. Like, if I could get a back attack, I could probably just murder him. So some of these Sprint Knight monsters might not be too hard. Alright, let's just do this. The X-Strike will probably hit. That's great. Well, if we can't hit him... Sure, that's fine. I'll try a couple more times, but it looks like he's just gonna flee immediately, and I kind of get like one attack or two attacks to hit him. Maybe one round. I'll try the Iron Maiden again. No. I don't know if I have any way to, like... That will do it. Okay. So I need an attack that does lots of little hits, rather than one big hit. Cool. Well, that's 2 Sprint Knight monsters down. That's something. Probably the 2 easiest ones. So that was the Zoot Hoot. And we don't have its rare drop, which is probably the only thing that we can't get from these. Because I bet you it's going to go like bronze, silver, gold, and then super magical coin. Also, I don't have... I have a shadow kill, a water kill, fire, light, time. The only one I'm missing is debuff and exact from this line. As well as the rare drops. And I actually kind of like this one. This is the first Sprint Knight one I actually like. Because usually, I have no way of guaranteeing a owl spawn because they're very random. And you can spend a lot of time running through dungeons and never see them. If this one's always here, that's really cool, actually. I'm gonna try stop. I don't think it worked. I was hoping we could get the debuff on him so I could get that other type of kill. I didn't do quite enough damage. Shoot! And this is gonna be our last attack. Well, precise hit, right? It missed anyway. Wow, that was probably our only chance. Well, I'll probably come back here later on, maybe off camera or something. But, that one is okay, because it doesn't kill you. And it kind of has an interesting gimmick. And I can see there's definitely, like, as long as you do, like, a multi-hit attack, and I know, maybe this isn't the best party for it, but I know some characters have a lot of, you know, 8, you know, there's like a combo we've got that does, like, 8 strikes or something. I get the feeling we could pretty reliably kill that owl. So that's cool. And it's also neat in that specific regard, because that's like all of the hooties, or whatever they're called, the owls. They've had some sort of similar mechanic where they run away. You know, I expect all of the Sprint Knight monsters sort of pick whatever the primary attribute of the monster family, and they like overdo it. Like that's why I'm worried about the seal guys. Probably what's going to happen is they explode and do 999 damage. They might not even be very hard to kill, the Sprint Knight seals, but they'll probably one-shot you if they blow up next to you. And there was like 6 of them or something in the fight. Okay, anyway, that's done. This was the area with the Sprint Knight roly-poly. And I'm sure there's a silver chest in here. I could kill the Sprint Knight roly-poly while we're here. And these are the level 2, I think, penguins? I don't really need to mess with the penguins right now. If I can evade all these guys, I'll save a bit of time. Other than I need to actually double check for... I need to double check for the silver chest. But as far as XP and materials go, I think you get more valuable stuff from the rare drops in the later areas anyway, so... If you're just trying to make money, this is probably the wrong area. Oh, that's a normal Hoot Hoot there. He leaves. I basically have time to click one command, and I wanted to try stop with Eternus so I could get the debuff. And by the time I switched to her, it was too late. That's just crazy. So it doesn't matter if I'm fighting the Sprint Knight one or just a normal one. I basically have to get my moves off. Actually, I had more time with the Sprint Knight one, didn't I? Interesting. Well, it gives me something to think about. As opposed to the ones that just did 700 damage to the group and killed you immediately. At least these other ones I have some chance. Ah, here it is. A flare. I wonder if that was one of the ones that I was having a hard time buying. Or if it's actually a unique one that you can only get from the chests. I assume that's for the kid, though. Unfortunately. Yeah, you know, it's probably like Luminaire tier. And it's in lots of triple techs, or whatever they call them. It sounds cool. You know, if I used the kid, I'd maybe be happier. But yeah, let's kill this guy. He actually did an attack? Oh, that's right. I usually ended up killing this guy with magic, because he didn't evade magic as much. I don't have anyone... No, Julian has some magic. Should be fine. Okay, while he's doing that, we can't even hit him. So we gotta wait till he rests. Which is a good time to charge up. But yeah, like this guy, I had no problem killing him the first time he came through. It was all the other ones that caused the problem. We'll go with the big one, why not? That's disappointing. Setsuna didn't miss very often when she used her light magic to kill him. Maybe the multi-hit thing is good here. One hit? Seriously didn't kill him? Oh! What are the chances of that? There we go. Yeah, I got a fair bit of XP off that the first time when I learned I could kill him. I didn't kill him like 100 times, but I probably killed like 10 of them or something. Just to level all the team up to a similar tier. Unfortunately, I think if the owl gave me 1,000 as well, I don't think they scale very well. Like, it's good XP when you first run into them, but when you come back at this point, it's nothing special. I'm pretty sure the last couple areas we were in, we were getting like, somewhere around 500 or 600 per fight, right? 20 minutes in, did a couple areas. We should have time for Kier's town. Definitely have time for Kier's town. I also need to remember when I get to the snakes, I need to kill the snakes with a variety of methods, because I haven't done that yet. Hopefully I'm not missing a ton of monsters that I should be checking my Snow Chronicles more often. So what did we just run into? Roly-polies were furry. I'm pretty sure I got all the kills from them, right? Definitely. If I've got the fire kill for him, and I've got everything else on the Snowly-poly, Unless I need more of something I've already got here. Oh, it's actually going to be really hard, because, like, if I'm missing an item from the Sprint Night shop, it doesn't tell me if it's something I've previously gotten and then just used up, or something I've never gotten. So I need to look it up through all of my... it's going to be easier if I just use the internet, honestly. Yeah, I think it'd be better if you only needed one material, and then it unlocked forever that Sprint Night that used that material. Actually needing... Because then you could just say, well, I've never killed... whatever. Say I needed the water kill for the roly-poly. I could be like, well, I've never got that. Maybe that's the item I'm missing for Julienne's Sprint Night, for instance. But as it is, it could just be... I'm missing some moss oak moss, and because there are like hundreds of different types of materials, I can't remember each one. So like the hexagonal pendant was the perfect example. I thought I'd never even found it because I couldn't buy I had like 3 Sprint Nights I couldn't buy, and it turned out no, I've had it before. I didn't remember that it was specifically on this page. I had to look at that white flapper to find out. Yeah, that's gonna be... It kind of, it just sort of messed up my strategy for acquiring all the Sprint Night. Because you're going to need more than one of some. Hey! I don't know if I've ever even noticed this guy sitting here. Ooh. One of the things I'm trying to pick up on while I'm back here. Light elemental resistance. Sure, you never know when that's going to be useful. Well, he'll probably die by the time we come back, honestly. At least that's what I'm hoping. So, when you guys hid, monsters attacked every day. As soon as I came out and killed them all, they stopped attacking. I think you've learned your lesson. No chests here, I guess? I might be in the second area where... let's see... Do you think I'm in the Flonaean territory still, or the northern... I think the northern frontier was up to the Frost Cave, maybe? No. This had to be at least as far as Tenderville. Am I in the Friging Mountain Range? Or no, it was northern frontier, and then it was the Flonaean territories after that. I need to pick something up from around here. And see if it was in this list or this list. Because I am missing one from one or the other. And the area that they're in is... Well, I can see that once I go onto the map, actually. I just gotta pay attention. It's not like you get a ton... Like, you don't get a huge reward for finishing the area's ingredient list, but... It's not gonna be that hard to complete, I don't think. It's been alright. There's been some ups and downs. Still missing a shadow user, to be honest. We're getting awfully close to the end of the game. At least I had that triple tech if I want to get black kills now. Or whatever they call them, dark magic. Oh... Sorry, Kira's not here right now. I guess the chest must have been in here or something. There we go. Sorry, Chief, taking your treasure. How long have you had this sitting here? Of course it's the weapon for the annoying kid. I'm not really surprised, but... it's a hammer. Well, to be fair, this looks cool. This is a nice looking magical rod, but this looks like a more dangerous weapon. This rod would perhaps be better termed a hammer. Sure, whatever. If I ever use him, he's got a better weapon. Well, short life. I have a hard time acknowledging Kier's sacrifice because he's so annoying. If he just didn't have a terrible battle voice and he didn't act up, like he just acts like a kid. He always speaks out of turn and yells. He just acts dumb. I don't know. He's too immature for me, guys. I'm getting old. Get off my lawn. Alright. Where do we go after this? Another mountain? Another mountain. What was in this mountain? I don't even remember. Oh, this was the area where we met Cornelius? The guy that originally hired us to kill Setsuna? I assume from Julian. Ah, ice foxes. Okay, I may not have gotten all the ice fox drops. This should be a normal ice fox. So we've got the Versa. I did not get water or shadow. Oh, I have gotten everything once. So there's that. It might be something on here that I need more of, but I don't think so. So, nothing to worry about from them. You know what we should do? I know the ice one is just behind them. Or not the, you know, the Sprint Knight one. I should save it. And I should probably get maxed MP and everything. So we'll use cabins. Just to save a little bit of time rather than 2 tents. And do I have any food for ice resistance? Time, fire, physical defense. Shoot. Well, we'll try it with our current party. I don't know if we can do it now. It's been a long time. I feel like... Oh, also, we should switch out... I think I'm going to want Setsuna for this. And Etern is too good to not bring. I feel like I'd almost made it through on one of the attempts. Oh, come on. I feel like I'd almost managed it before. Just getting lucky and all that. So, you know, we're a lot higher level with better weapons. I think we have a reasonable chance now. Rather than the, like, they shouldn't just one-shot the whole group like certain other Sprint Knights. So, what if I just opened up, instead of doing buffs and all that nonsense, what if I just try to kill them in a single hit? Or at least 2 of them. No, okay, they have more HP than I was thinking. Okay, they don't do that much damage. We should be okay here if I'm careful. How do I want to do it? It's been a long time since I've had a hard battle. Yeah, the problem is status ailments, right? So we need... What's it called? Something that breaks ice? Nasia. I guess there's no specific... There's no, whatever it's called from Pokemon. The Ice Heal or whatever. That's fine. So we'll just go with, the Panacea then. On Setsuna. I need her to do her status protection. So I've got to let her charge up. We should maybe haste her as well. Because it's really important that she doesn't get frozen. Terrible luck. I'm wondering why has Eterna not been frozen yet? Like, she's been hit by it a couple times. I can't believe I was like a second away from Setsuna. Alright, she needs healing now too, honestly, but I need the status ailment thing. There, status resistance up. And I'm pretty sure Cure 2 will be good. I should maybe just make sure she stays alive. Yeah. Oh, it hits everybody. Oh, it's fine. Just do this. Okay, we're good. Haste is so good. She gets her turns instantly. If you don't want momentum, she just can act infinitely, practically. Which makes me think I should stop using momentum all the time. Oh, I could have used Luminaire. I forget about that. That's a good one. I like that. Sanctity plus slow. Let's try to get this special effect. Don't freeze. Okay, we've got status resistance for a little while. I don't know how long it'll last, but we're fine. I'm pretty sure we got this. Let's go with... I like the idea of slowing them a little bit. Did that do it? Status resistance. They didn't actually get slowed. They just got status resistance. Which might mean if I have status infliction, we should do that. We're gonna go with Blade Wave because they're all in a line for Endir. And that'll get us topped up for healing. We're in good shape. Guess she doesn't really have a whole... Should we try? Should we wait and do Brilliance again? No, it just... I think... Yeah, I was just reading. It is from casting Sanctity and slow. It does not inflict slow. I was misunderstanding again. It's my bad. It's been a while since I played. I don't know what I want to do here. See how much damage lightning can do to them. Got one. Okay, they're close. Yeah, this is fine. We definitely have this now. Let's get a full-on Grand Cross. Awesome. We got the debuff. We got the light, the shadow. First time killing those guys. Right on. Eternity Crystal. Like, look at all the drops there. That's crazy. So I don't know if anything there was terribly valuable, but at least we got another one. So those guys foiled me a lot in the early days. And I did get the rare drop, and I got a lot of them. So that's got to be good. Because the rest of the drops should be the same as from the other Ice Fox ladies, right? Eternity Crystal was the debuff kill. I assume that'll be the same as these guys, right? Yeah. It's probably just the rare drop is different by the looks of things. And we did get that. Crystallized neck fur. Cool. Alright, well there you go, guys. That's a good point to end the episode on. I feel like that was a really solid kill. Well, okay. We'll do one more quick thing. While I'm here, I'll go find the locked chest, because I didn't pick it up in this area yet. Hopefully it's not too far away. We can just do a couple quick fights on the way. These guys are still too weak to really make any difference. About to get a level up again, so I guess 3,000 XP for that fight is worth it. These guys weren't here before, were they? Normal battle music, nothing to worry about. This area still messes up my display. There's that weird white line on this screen for some reason. Alright, some Orichalcum, nothing too amazing. Alright guys, well, that was successful. We killed a Sprint Knight Hoot Hoot, and we killed a Sprint Knight Ice Fox. So, that's good. And, we've opened up some more chests, covered more backtracking. Thanks for hanging in there, watching me revisit these older areas again. Next time, well, there's a tower next that we never actually entered because it was locked. We'll try that out next episode, and, I think we're getting pretty close to the snake area. I'll try to kill the snakes with the various elements, at least. I think up to now, I shouldn't be missing any drops other than needing more. Except for maybe from the Hoot Hoots, because I'm having a hard time just finding them, really. But I think everything we've run into up to now, we're fine. So that's good. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you next time for more I Am Setsuna.